Hi everyone. Hopefully we're live and welcome to this Friday edition of the Coffee Chinwag. So I'm Jennifer Corcoran. I'm a LinkedIn trainer, and every day this week I've been interviewing an amazing woman at 3 o'clock British Standard Time. And the one thing all of these amazing women have in common is we all belong to this network. And I don't know if you can see the cup. It's Advanced Women's Expert Network. And today I'm going to be chatting shortly to the amazing Sabrina, and we're going to be chatting about how to develop confidence as a business owner. If you've missed any of the interviews this week, I'm going to share the replay shortly on my LinkedIn home feed. So look out for that, because on Monday, I had a great chat with Brittany and we were talking about showing up as an introvert. On Tuesday, I was chatting to Donna about overcoming adversity in business and in life. Wednesday, I chatted to my namesake Jennifer about PR and thought leadership. Yesterday, I chatted to Melanie about how to nurture your audience with amazing, valuable content. And today, we're going to be talking all things confidence with Sabrina. So if you are watching live, I'd love to know. I'm just going to mess around with my banner here. I'd love to know in the comments if you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay. And I'm just going to turn off my ticker now, because that's going to drive you mad going across the bottom. And I'm going to bring up the amazing Sabrina now. And yeah, please show us some love. I know it's a Friday evening, so a lot of people probably have wrapped up early for the day and the kids are off as well. But if you are here and you're watching, just say hi in the comments so we know we're not just talking to ourselves, even though that will be fine. We'll still have a nice chat. So I'm going to invite Sabrina up now. So hi, Sabrina. Welcome. How are you?
Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for having me. I'm great. It's Friday. I love Fridays.
Yes, that's why I'm wearing sparkles today. I don't always wear sparkles when I'm working from home, but it's because it's Friday and it's the end of this 5 interviews with these amazing women all week. So I thought I'd put on something a bit sparkly.
I love it. I love it. That's the right mood.
So I'm going to ask you first, do you mind just like introducing yourself briefly and telling people who you are and what you do?
Sure. So I'm Sabrina Drew. I'm a confidence and business strategy coach, and I focus on helping ambitious, introverted women, consultant, female coaches, online female business owner, and they have a struggle. They have inner block that they are aware of when they're trying to build their business. So that's where I came in, and I help them disrupt the stories that they're telling themselves, so we can create a business with passion, profitability, and authenticity. So that's what I do.
Amazing. And I can relate to that, because I think of myself as an ambitious introvert. So, and I can relate to the blocks. And I'm very happy to say we have one guest so far. So hi, Elizabeth, saying hi back to you. Thank you for joining. You never know when the comments are going to come through on StreamYard. So we really appreciate you joining us. And yeah, thanks for that great intro. Sabrina, I'm going to jump in. I've got 3 questions to ask you today. So the first one is, why do you think confidence is important for online entrepreneurs?
Okay, so I'm going to answer this question with a little story from someone that I know. So it's a great person, lovely young woman, and she wanted to start a business, a bakery business. So she's got a great skill. She loves to do cupcakes. And a few months into her business, she stopped. She stopped because there were some challenge she was not prepared to face.
Yeah.
She had doubts about how to do certain things within her business. So that's one of the reasons why it's really important to have confidence as an entrepreneur, because you know it. And I'm sure that a lot of the people who are listening to us today knows that the entrepreneurial journey is hard. It's not like a quick get rich quick things. No, it's hard work. It's a moment where you are going to hear some criticism. And if you don't have faith in your ability, if you don't have the confidence that you are going to achieve it, like you've got your goal, whatever happens, you're going to keep going, you're not going to succeed. Yeah. So confidence is really important, because there are so many things that are thrown in our face, on our path. And when you have the confidence, you are prepared to take risks. you know that you're going to have risk. You are prepared to seize opportunities. You're not afraid that sometimes you have to invest. Sometimes you don't have some money in the bank, but you know that the opportunity is there. You know that you're going to be successful. So putting this money forward and having the confidence in yourself will pay off, not tomorrow, not in a month, but later down the line. So that's why confidence is really important. And that's the difference between successful entrepreneurs and people who say they're entrepreneur but give up.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I love about having the confidence to invest in yourself, because I do see a lot of people get blocked. And, even if they come to me for help and I quote them prices and they just don't want to pay, and they think they can figure it out for free, or they've tried to figure it out for free and they know they can't do it, but they're not willing to kind of take the gamble on themselves. And I think they make the decision out of fear and where they're blocked now, and they don't think of the future. Like you said, it's an investment in your future. So I've always paid like to invest in personal development. Even when I was an employee, I've always massively invested in myself, in courses, in training, in paying for my CV, paying for my LinkedIn. Even 20 years ago, before I moved to the UK, I paid £280 to get my CV done. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, that's so much. But I was like, I want to get an interview. I want to get my foot in the door. So why wouldn't I pay? And I always got I'm not going to say I got every job, but I always got every interview I wanted, because I had invested in my CV and my story. But a lot of people, they make that decision from fear and a lack of confidence. And yeah, it's great that you said that, because I experienced that a lot. And I felt that myself as well in the past when I was starting out and I was first using coaches. You are a bit like, oh, am I going to show up? Am I going to do the work? But you have to trust in yourself that you will get more confident by actually working with that person, and it will help you along the way. So I'm just going to say quick hi too. There's a few more. We've got Melissa, hi from Texas. It's nice to see people joining us. And we've got Patricia from Uganda. Nice topic. Thank you. And as you're listening to us today, if you've got any questions for Sabrina about confidence, or even myself about confidence on LinkedIn, don't be shy. Stick them in the comments. So I'm going to jump on to our second question is, what can stop somebody from being confident, do you think?
From what I've seen, what I've experienced myself is simply the past experience, your past stories, is labels that have been put on yourself, not with a main intention, but it's someone saying, for example, you're shy. So that's going to impact someone with their confidence, like being visible, for example. It's someone telling you you don't know how to do a budget. And that's going to impact the way you see yourself dealing with money. Yeah. It's all the things that you've heard growing up that are embedded in your brain, in your unconscious mind, that you're not aware of. Like most of the things you don't know. And it's really, for entrepreneurs, when they are faced with a specific challenge, a new step, something from their past that was said is going to resonate, come back. And that's where it's standing from. And the beauty of the thing of like confidence, you are not born with confidence, but you can work on building confidence. So for anyone who thinks that they want to start a business, but they are not good with numbers, they are not good showing up online, it's okay, because you can work on it. Like you can break that story. It's not fixed. You can totally change it.
Yeah, I love that. And I can totally relate to that, past stories from our, the past, or negative like mind chatter that we have about certain topics. And I think in business, I've learned if you're not really good at something and if you don't like it, you just outsource. So I hate my accounts. I do not do them. I don't want to do them. I can design graphics, but I'm not amazing. So I have a graphic designer. I could figure out my website. I've studied WordPress, but my website designer is far better than me. So like anything like that, I outsource. But I think at the start, you kind of are juggling all the balls and you think you have to do everything and you have to be amazing at everything, and you don't, because you just have to be good at, especially in business, at what you say you do. That's the main thing, and everything else outsource. And I think for me, confidence comes a lot from taking action, because people might see the both of us today on video and go, oh yeah, they're confident, they love it, they're fine. But, I have had to psych myself up massively to do video. Like, I only did my first video interview, it was last March. It was my first LinkedIn Live. I was a guest and I had to massively psych myself up. But I think, like anything, once I did it, I was like, oh, that was fine. That was the chat. And then I was like, I want to do another. Then I eventually applied for my own show around October last year. When I first got told I had LinkedIn Live, I had panic. I was like, oh my God, I have to go live now, because I thought it was going to take ages to actually get it. And it took me about 3 weeks to psych myself up to go. And what I did was, to give me the confidence, I arranged a series of interviews like the one with Sabrina today. So I booked in 4 ladies over 4 weeks. And then I had the accountability. I had to show up because I was interviewing them. And it got easier with each one. So the 5th one I did was me on my own. And by then I'd got used to the tech, got used to showing up on camera, but it was like baby steps. So I couldn't do that from the start. And I think confidence comes from taking those small steps. And I think, especially women, we are our own worst enemy at times. We just want to be great at everything before we do it. I think men are a lot better at putting themselves forward for things. We kind of block ourselves and overthink. And I remember hearing, even when I was in corporate, women would only apply for jobs if they were like, they had 80, 90 to 100% of the skills, whereas a man would apply if he had 40%, which was the right attitude, because you're supposed to learn and grow in a job. You don't have to be 100% perfect for it, or you're going to get bored. But yeah, I have found, like, confidence comes from taking action. And like you said, it's not something you're born with. And the same with networking or LinkedIn. I wasn't born a LinkedIn trainer. LinkedIn wasn't even around. I didn't come out of the womb networking. It's something I've learned over time. You just kind of get good. And okay, hello. I'm just going to say hello. We've got 2 more guests. One lovely lady that is in my program, Jane. She's just joking. She still has no profile photo. That's okay. I'll let you off. I know you're going to get one, Jane. And then Kathy has actually joined me, I think, pretty much every day for these interviews. So well done. You're amazing. And her mantra is, do it sucky till I don't suck anymore. I love that. And I think we can relate to that, because progress is better than perfection. And if you wait to be perfect, you're never, ever going to be perfect, and you're going to block yourself. And who wants to be perfect anyway? That is the beauty of human beings, their imperfections. I'm not Terry Wogan when I interview people. I'm not as good as him, but I'm me. And that's all we can do, is do our best. So before I ramble on again, I'm going to ask you another question, which is, what are 3 tips that you can give people to help build their confidence?
Okay, so I want to give some really actionable actions, like some things that you can implement straight away. And you've mentioned some of them. So let me see. I'm going to carry on with the ones that you've said, is just taking action. If there are some things that you're not good at, one advice would be to really think about what you want to improve on, where you want to gain confidence, and why. Is it going to improve your personal life, your business life? Because you need to have an emotional connection to what you want to achieve. Then get to know the person that you admire, who is doing what you want the way you want. And just ask this person, him or her, some advice. Like, for example, we're talking about visibility here, like being on camera. So let's keep going with this example. Get this person who is good on camera, who is a good speaker, to watch one set of yours and give you some tips. Like, ask her, what would you differently? What can I improve? And then implement. Repeat and rinse, and do it all over again. Do it, like, keep practicing. And like you, I could completely relate to what you were saying, because I did my first live last July, and I didn't like it at all. Like, it was, and it was, I still remember the feeling I had. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to leave it online for 1 hour. I'm not going to delete it straight away. Left it for 1 hour, then deleted it. And then I know I wanted to be online because I want to impact as many women as I can. I want to, service others. And I started going on live, I think it was February. But between September to February, I wanted to, but I had this block like, what if people think I'm weird? What if people don't understand me? What if people don't like my nose? Like I had these big things about my nose. And you know what? I was like, whatever. I want to go online. I want to do live, so I'm just going to do it. And what I've done, like you, like I go live twice per week in my group, and I'm committed to that. So even if it's like a few minutes, I'm going to honor my commitments because at the end of the day, it's something that I'm proud of. I have a message to share and I'm helping others. And if it's like only one person, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it. I'm pushing myself and I'm enjoying it. Like today, just a few minutes before, I was like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Do it.
You know, actually, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
And you have to keep doing it. Like you build confidence. Like for me, that's my thing. Like being online, that's the thing. I'm working on being more confident. And you have to keep showing up. We are all friends here. So people are going to cheer on you. They are going to support you. And if we go back to the baker, keep baking. People are going to come and buy your product. But don't give up. Like work on what you're not good at. You can build confidence. So that's like, my first advice is get to know what you want to work on and go and get advice, support from the person who is doing as you would like to do it. Then my second advice is change the way you speak to yourself. As women, we are so hard on ourselves. We are overly critical. Like we go straight to, I don't like my nose, I don't look good, I sound weird. Instead of thinking you did great, you showed up, you shared your knowledge, you did a great presentation, you did a great, meal. Like we need to turn the way, we need to change, we need to start thinking that what we are doing is good. Turned negative into positive. Like I did great, I tried, I'm getting better instead of I'm not great, I'm not good, I'm rubbish. So that would be the second one. And the last one would be, and we all have that, make a list of all the great things that you've already done in your past that you're proud of. Like put 5 items. And at the beginning, you're going to struggle because again, you're hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And it's going to keep flowing. When you reach the 5 items, put some 5 more in it and it's going to be easier. And then I want you to ask your best friend, the person who supports you, understand your journey, to read it loud to you. And it's great, this feeling when you hear your words back to you, you're like, yes, I can do this. I've done it. I'm good. I'm brilliant. I'm amazing. I've got skills. Like that will be like some actionable tips, like to build up your confidence.
They're brilliant tips. Absolutely brilliant. I think the way we speak to ourselves is so important, and especially in business, you need to massively work on your mindset. And it's something I've had to do, more of over the years, because you need that resilience and confidence to keep going. And, there's times that I lack confidence when I'm launching a new product or a new group program or so, because it's the first time and you're always going to feel a bit like, it's the first, is this going to suck? Is anybody going to join? Am I going to be any good? But yeah, you just have to get over yourself. Some things I do is do affirmations, just say positive things to you, or try and get into a nice relaxed state, listen to some kind of meditation music, hear things kind of said back to you just to get you in that right frame of mind. Because I'd love to say I'm always like, yay, I'm super confident with everything. You're not. Like, you have to kind of build that confidence like a muscle. So yeah, I totally agree with the talking to yourself, and I love that list at the end. I think that's great. I actually do something similar every year. I keep like a Word document open and I have like achievements 2021. So every month I just put in bullet points, and it can be a small achievement or a big achievement. Like it will this will be an achievement, a week-long LinkedIn live series, July tick, because it's good to look back on at the end of the year or any time of the year to give you confidence. Because I think when you're a business owner, unless you have a coach the whole time, you are not having someone monitoring you. You're not going to have an annual appraisal. Nobody's going to call you in and go, you did a great job, or you need to improve on this. So you need to kind of monitor what you're doing. And I think we can be hard on ourselves, and you can forget all the stuff you've done. You think, I'm exhausted. What did I do this week or this month? But then when you look back and go, actually, I did these videos, I did these blogs, or I was on a podcast, then you're like, actually, I did do a lot of stuff. I did show up. So I love that list. And even when I launched my business, I actually did a survey of, it was the number 5. It was like 5 friends, 5 former colleagues, 5 peers. I think there was 5 people I admired, and I got them to fill out things about me and my brand, because we can be too close to who we are and what we think we are. And it was so nice what everybody said in it. They all called me a connector, hence my company, my super connector. That was a word that came up: connector, network, connected. And it was like, oh, okay, maybe I am a bit of a super connector. I never thought of it. So it really helped me. So yeah, like Sabrina said, asking your friends for feedback, because we just kind of think, oh, we're like this, but other people will see us in a different light. So don't be afraid to ask for, like, it was a bit terrifying getting that survey back. You're like, oh, what do they think? And like Sabrina was saying about your nose is lovely, you're beautiful. But I like, because I had questions about the look of my what style have I got, what fashion and all. So you were a bit nervous, kind of going, oh, what are they going to say about me, But it was such a good exercise, and I would urge anyone, if you're new to business or even in business a while, just send out a survey on SurveyMonkey or Typeform and ask your friends or your clients for feedback, because it's the only way you're kind of go improve and just you'll learn more about yourself ironically by asking other people. So I'm going to just quickly show one of these comments here. So I'm sorry I can't see your name, LinkedIn user. So apps like ThinkUp let you record your affirmation and voice. I think I have that ThinkUp app as well. I also have the app for The Secret, if anyone's ever read that book, and that's quite a nice one. You can do different ones. Like there's a money one that I constantly kind of look at. It's like, you are attracting money to yourself, you deserve it, and all this. And there's lots of nice inspirational blogs and quotes. And actually, just going slightly off tangent, years ago, I read the book The Secret, and I wrote down a list of what I wanted from a partner, because I had got divorced previously, and I was like, actually, I want to meet someone new. And I wrote the list, and I met my husband probably within a month. So I think there is power in putting out into the world what you want and writing things down. So that's a bit of a little random fact, nothing to do with confidence. But anyway. So if anybody's got any questions today, don't be shy. We've got another 6-7 minutes. I know you've got a great Facebook group, Sabrina. Do you want to tell people about it? What's the name of it?
Yeah, so thank you for pointing that out. So it's a Female CEO Network Club. So it's a group where I give training on mindset, productivity twice per week. I give support, and it's a really good place. It's an intimate place. It's not a huge group where you can support each other, like as entrepreneur. You can ask for advice, like people who are in the same place as you were maybe a few months ago, support each other. And yeah, so you're welcome to join us. I will drop the link after.
Yeah, do, and definitely give Sabrina a follow or reach out and connect with her if you're not already connected. I'll drop the link as well to our Facebook group in the event page if you signed up there. And like we said, we'll drop it underneath the comments as well, and we'll come back to all your comments today. So there was one thing I wanted to say as well. I loved your first point that you said about the 3 confidence, about reaching out to other people who are already doing the thing that you want to be good at. And actually what you said resonated completely, because you mentioned about even people being good at video. And when I first started, I'm not saying I'm great now, and I'm certainly not amazing, but I'm a lot better than I was. I actually sought the advice of like a video specialist, and she told me about my lighting, my background. So for example, I've got a few lamps on now, and I'm going to switch them off just so you can see certain things give you confidence. So this is the ring light over my head, so that's gone off. It's not, I know we're in the day, so it's not too bad, but there's another massive one over my head, so you can see, look, not as pizzazz. And then I do that again, and I do that again, and that gives me confidence. So there's different things like that that can help. And I think when you do chat to experts, they do kind of give you good tips, and they fast track you. You know, for example, if you need LinkedIn help, I will fast track you. If you need confidence tips, Sabrina will fast track you. If you're an introvert and you're starting off in business, or you're in business a while, you get accountability with someone like Sabrina. And that's what helps you get to the next step. Because I think so many people try to do everything themselves, and you can only get so far. Like, I consistently have coaches in my life, because I know if I don't, my mojo and my momentum and motivation will dip, you know. So it's good to have people spurring you on to be a better version of yourself when you're a business owner. And it's hard to do it by yourself, like Sabrina said at the very start. It is hard. And if anyone says, oh, it's super easy being an entrepreneur, I think they're lying, because there's no such thing really as an overnight success. People have usually been doing it for years to get to that point. And, you know, why not do it together? Especially, we are a community on LinkedIn as well. There are loads of people that can help you in whatever you need support in. So yeah, you never have to do it alone.
No. And the good thing is, like, for you, for example, if I was to come to you and know that as a coach, as a LinkedIn strategist, you would be able to give me the strategies that fits me.
Yeah.
I'm sure that if you, for example, if I was to tell you I don't have the time to post every day, we would work out on some things that works into my life. And the same thing as a confidence coach, it's implementing, it's guiding people as per their blueprint. You listen to them, it's tailored. And when you try to do things on your own, like reading books, going on YouTube, it's general.
Yeah.
It's one size, and you are unique. So I think that's the beauty of having a coach. And like you, I've got like a few coaches, and I can see myself not having one now that I've tested it. I know how it's easy. It's not easy, it is how productive, how helpful, the accountability as well that you get when you have a coach, and she can like redirect you when you're going, when you can, there are times as an entrepreneur, you feel lost, like with a few couple of conversations, she will direct you where you need to be, where you should be going.
Definitely. And even I'm running a program at the moment, and 1 week I do a clinic where people can pick my brain on LinkedIn, but the following week we do accountability sessions, like implementation session. And it's literally me showing up on Zoom for a few minutes saying to everyone, what are you going to do today for the next 90 minutes? And having that accountability. So they either tell me on Zoom, they come off the mic, or they put it in the chat box, and I just say, right, switch off the video, switch off the mic, go do it, come back in whatever 90 minutes and tell me what you did. And it's great because it gives people that kick up the ass to do it. And I do it as well, because I could easily go and lie on the couch for an hour and be like, oh, I've done all this. But I think, no, I need to show them. So I take print screens of everything I've done just to show. And it's amazing how much more productive you are when you have that kind of teacher and that accountability. So yeah, I'm a massive believer in accountability and having someone to kind of spur you on, because otherwise, you know, you can take your foot off the pedal and not go as fast as you could be going, or, you know, working to your best, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and like this is as well a really good way to build your confidence, because you are telling her, okay, just go and do it. Stop what you're doing, and she's going to see that she actually can do it. So that exercise is going to boost her confidence. It's giving her the space to do what she actually wants to do, but is always finding excuses not to do.
Yeah, exactly. And we all make excuses. If you're listening today, we all make excuses. There's days when my energy is a bit low and I'm like, oh, even today, it's Friday, it's the end of the week. I was a bit like, oh, I have to do another interview. Even though Sabrina's lovely, because I've done them all week, I'm just a bit, but I'm enjoying it. I've survived it. I've made it through the week. I've done the 5 of them and I'm proud of it. And it's going to go on my confidence little checklist. So I'm going to wrap up in a minute or so. I just want to say thank you for everyone who has joined us. I'm going to show this nice comment from Duke. He said he loves this. So thank you for listening in. And I think it is important for us to talk about things like this, like developing confidence, because on social media, you can see a lot of the icing on the top and I'm amazing and this has happened. But we need to keep it real. We're not always super confident the whole time. We're not always achieving amazing things. We do have bad days, bad things happen, and it's just about having that confidence and resilience to move forward and get to the next stage. And if you are struggling ever, there are people like us out there. If you need LinkedIn help, I'm here. If you need coaching, if you're an introvert, Sabrina's here. So we're just going to say thank you so much for joining us today, and thanks so much, Sabrina. You've been amazing. And just to do a final shout out, we both belong to this network. And the reason that I'm sorry, but my lipstick stayed on the cup. So yeah, their motto is, if you can see that, I don't know if you can see it, empowered women empower women. Sabrina has hers as well. So basically, we both belong to the same network, and it is an amazing network of consultants, service providers, women in business. And for the next 2 weeks, they are doing a kind of an open week where you can join in for free and network. So if anyone's listening today and you're interested, just reach out to me and I will send you the link. The network is primarily in the US. I'd say probably 90% of the members are US. Then you've got a few ladies in Canada, a few in Australia, you've got one lady in Greece, and you've got about 10 in the UK, of which myself and Sabrina are the UK ones. But it's a great network of like minds. So if you're looking to extend your network globally, if you want to connect with like-minded female entrepreneurs, or even if you just want an opportunity to pitch in networking Zooms, I promise these ladies will make you up your game. Because when I first joined, in the UK, you can go to networking events and usually there's 1 or 2 people and they do a really good elevator pitch and you're like, that was good. These women all do good pitches, so they will make you go, oh, okay, I need to work on it or get better on it. And you can practice it because you can join a few over the 2-week period. So yeah, if you are interested, reach out. I'm all about networking, face to face and online. LinkedIn, I love it, but LinkedIn is an accompaniment to real life. That's why social media was invented, because we can't be everywhere physically. So it is a great kind of second thing. It's not, meeting up in real life or Zoom is a great thing as well. Okay. So I'm rambling a little bit. So I'm going to wrap it up there and say thank you very much for joining us today. I'm going to share the replays for all the 5 talks I've done this week, probably in the next hour or so on my feed. So check them out. And that's it. Have a nice weekend. Happy Friday. And thanks again, Sabrina.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care.